Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I want to talk with you about the changes in Washington State that came into effect as of January 1st, 2024. And what exactly am I talking about? It's the changes to many things, but the changes that I want to highlight today is the buyer's brokerage service agreement. Washington law require now us brokers to enter into written agreement with buyers, clients of us. Before January 1st, it wasn't required to have into written agreement. It was just enough to be implied by actions. Let's say clients, buyers wants to purchase some property out there, and they contact us. They say what they want from us, where they want to purchase, do they have pre-approval, and we start, right? Now that's not possible because we cannot write an offer to buyers anymore if we don't have prior written agreement that we actually represent them. That's the law. And I will highlight what exactly is changed from before into this service agreement. Most importantly, that's the default 60 days of duration of this representation. It can be more, but default is 60 days. Also, the main change why this law came into effect is just transparency of compensation. Let's say who pays each broker. So it's been normal to have, let's say, sellers pay both listing and buyer's agent. It was supposed to be sharing the commission, like let's say listing firm gets all the commission and then it shares their commission with buyer's brokers. Now it's not the case. Now sellers need to, if they want to, state how much they want to compensate their broker and how much they want or don't want to compensate the buyer's broker. Let me first warn you that we brokers are not obligated to show the properties which are not compensated. We may show, let's say, for sale by owner properties to our clients, but if there is no compensation offered, we're not required by law to show it. Right? We're not working for free. But as of now, most sellers do offer compensation to buyer's broker, and it should state in the MLS listing how much exactly they're going to compensate the buyer's broker. But what here we state if the sellers are not compensating or they will compensate less than we agreed with the buyers and the brokers. So let's say we want to work for 2.5% and sellers offer just 2% compensation. We need to state here that 0.5% is going to come from buyer, let's say. So this is a main change in the law that are requiring us to say it in written. Also, one of the changes whether we are going to be exclusive agency or not exclusive agency. I would say that exclusive agency means that our client's broker and actually buyers. Buyers can, in non-exclusive agency, work with as many brokers as they want. And whoever first find the property they want to purchase, that broker will be compensated. I would say that I would not like that because my efforts then will be paid zero. Right, so exclusive agency is something that we prefer, and that means that certain buyer, client of us, can work with us. But it's as everything in real estate, that's negotiable, right? So we can negotiate whatever we want and put this here in the writing. And I'm gonna show you now this sampled buyer brokerage agreement that I have with me. Also, whatever we agree and then we later decide to change, we can use this amendment and say what changed, either term, either compensation, or something other. We just change it here with this simple amendment. Now let's go to see what I have here. Okay, so this first line would be which firm is going to represent the client. So broker works for some sort of firm and it puts it here. Here goes the buyer. And then we decide which areas would be. Let's say it can be certain cities, certain neighborhoods, or even entire counties, or let's say areas. We put it here. This term will expire with default. 60 days is
mandatory default right now, which can be even more. Of course, as before, pamphlet is required to be given to any client, whether buyer or seller, and it's now simplified. It contains only 4 pages. It's much easier for buyers to read. Buyer broker, so let's say this is the broker that will be representing the firm and the client, of course. This is what I've been talking about. Agency relationship is going to be either exclusive or non-exclusive. Limited dual agency. So if, let's say, I have a house that I am selling and representing the seller, and my client wants to see and, let's say, purchase that property, that needs to be acknowledged by buyer and both sellers. So they will be needed the additional signage that they acknowledge that I will be representing both of them. Compensation. So they either percentage of the purchase price or the dollars. Also, if the buyer's broker is also a seller's broker, which is dual agent, then the percentage of compensation might change. So I will be, let's say, changing it. If I represent only one person, that's another thing. But if I present both parties, then it could be other price that we're talking about, and we will put it here. Seller compensation. So what if the seller offer equal to compensation? If it's greater, if it's less, whatever. We just put it here, right? Compensation terms. This will be put here, but it's basically exclusive or non-exclusive agency. Showing listings. That's what I've been talking about. Like, we're not required to show listings that do not offer compensations, and because the sellers are not paying VA financing, then we need to state in that case what. In that case, who's gonna pay for brokers, and that's something to keep in mind. And any other rules we want to set up front, we can put it here. Buyer initials here. And this is amendment that I've been talking about, whatever we want to change, either term or agency relationship, or let's say, in the meantime, I list some property and I'm acting as a limited dual agent. We will sign here as acknowledgement, and if we want to change compensation, we will put it here, etc., etc.
I hope that it cleared a lot of your insecurities about this buyer brokerage agreement. I know that my clients, for example, and me, we were not comfortable signing anything because we knew it could be accomplished without anything on the paper. But believe me, and I hope I reassured you, that there's nothing to fear. It's just like what we've already been doing. We put it on the paper, which now law requires from us to do, and I hope collaborate effectively as we did so far. I hope you like this video. Please like it, subscribe it, and let me know in the comments what do you think about these changes and how can I help you understand more effectively what's been changed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.